Wait, the interrogation? Wait. Oh my god, 10x? Dude, that's huge. That's huge. This is 300. And a deli orb. All right. There's nothing left. Except... Okay, it's not 300. I lied. It's 284. No! Dude, I was 2 off! Dude, there was like 2 monsters next to me. I could have killed those 2. Yo, Tripolar Bear. We're going to talk about 4 things for Delirium mirror farming in this update of Deli mirror farming, which is better than ever in Promenade and easy as hell to get 300 splinters every map and farm patient cards, which I've turned in over 2 days of farming for a doctor card, which is just nice, right? The patients, yes, you do need 512 to get a Headhunter. That is a lot, but every single card you get is worth 30 to 35 chaos. And with this strategy, you get an extra 2 cards every map just for running Promenade. You're already getting 300 splinters in Promenade. So we're going to stop running Strand and we're going to run Promenade because I didn't know this, but GGG added the patient to Promenade. So you get 70 chaos literally every map just for running Promenade. It's nuts. And it doesn't even matter that we're giving up a Scarab for Gilded Div, right? Gilded Div's 11C. So really we're getting like 60 something chaos profit every map just for doing Promenade. It's pretty sick. And we're still getting 300 splinters. So let's get into the strategy. You scour Elk or scour Binding Beyond on Promenade. If you have Promenade maps, then that's fine. Otherwise, go to the trade site, buy them, get like 20 of them, get however many you can. I recommend buying as much as you can. As you see, this strategy is very profitable, even with simulacrums farming. We'll talk about that later, right? The maps, though, you just roll Beyond. I'll include my regex that I use with Awaken Trade. If you don't know, if you have this macro already, I'll link it down in the description as well if you don't. But you just hold shift, press space, and it brings this menu up. You can click edit, add some rejexes in, and this filters out all the bad stuff. I'll include mine down in the description if you want Google around for some PoE reject stuff or figure out how to make yours on your own. That is what we're doing. We just roll Beyond on our Promenade maps. Very easy. For the Scarabs, we are going to be using Gilded Harbinger because Harbingers add a bunch of stuff, give a bunch of inspired learning buffs. They're great with Beyond, and they're fun. We're going to be running Rusted Blights. Now, I did have Gilded Abyss, and I thought Gilded Abyss was better, but I was convinced yesterday that I should try a Blight, and I tried Blight, and it's nuts. Blights are crazy, and Blights are crazy because you grab this node on the tree here to give 100% more non-unique monsters spawning, and that is just bonkers with Triple Beyond. You get so many monsters out of it. Somehow it's better than Gilded Abyss Scarabs with Abyss nodes on the tree. I don't know, man. All right, it's just better. You just got to do it. Trust me. Gilded Breach. These are nice for Delirium Mirror. It pauses them while you're inside the Breach's effect. It's just great. You get extra monsters too. It's pretty nice. Also, one reason why I dropped the Abyss as well. Abysses sometimes are like doing this thing where they bug out and you don't get so many monsters. And then they kind of just are sitting there. And it kind of baits you sometimes because you're just sitting at the Abyss trying to get the monsters. And also, sometimes they run too far back. And it was just making it almost a little bit of a hassle on Promenade to get the Abysses. So that's why I swapped for Blight as well. Last one. Obviously, we want Divination cards. So we go for Gilded Divination Scarab. Easy enough. Next is up for the Sextons. Sextant number 1 is going to be unique monsters dropping corrupted items. Now that the league is pretty underway, divines are actually worth something, right? Instead of being like 3-4 chaos, you can get 7.5 plus in bulk, and that's pretty sick. So we run this, and it kind of goofs our map sustain a little bit because you're going to be getting a lot of white corrupted promenades, right? This is the quad tab of what I farmed yesterday. You're going to get a lot of maps like this. That's fine because you're also going to get so many 6 links that are dropping because one of the outcomes of corrupting an item is to drop a 6 link. So we vendor those 6 links for lots of divines. Pretty nice. Hunted Traders. It adds a lot of monsters, and that's good because we want to kill them. Mirror of Delirium. It adds the Mirror of Delirium. We got to do that for the farm, right? That's the whole point. So you got to buy it on the Sextant. And last is Beyond. So we get 2 Beyond, 1 on the map device, or 1 on our map, and now we have 1 Beyond from the Sextant. The last Beyond for triple is going to be on the map device. We have the map with Beyond on it. We've got those 4 Sextants, those 4 Scarabs. Then you do Beyond on the map device, and then you're going to want to use an Elva mission. Elva adds lots of monsters, and that's really good because killing monsters gives you more Splinters. Next, we're going to talk about the Atlas passive tree and why we're going to kind of choose some things, but it's going to be pretty brief because it's pretty simple. So we're going to take most of the Elva stuff that gives quantity of items and extra pack size for Elva missions, as well as time dilation, which gives us double time when we kill enemies in an Elva mission. Very helpful when we're getting to the end of the Delirium mirror, as it becomes like 100% Delirium. And it gives a 33% chance for them to all be magic, which can give a huge boost in your Splinter drop rate. If you are kind of missing some monsters, you know, whatever's going on, getting that magic proc right at the end can be pretty big. The next super important ones are going to be Descent into Madness. These are absolutely mandatory. Delirium increasing faster is required as the longer you travel away, you know, the more Delirium you get. We're going to take all of the Beyond nodes here. We're going to take all of that stuff. We're going to take this to get more Beyond, to get more Delirium bosses so that we can have a chance at the interrogation, which is a 10 exalt, unique small cluster dropping from them. I had extra points, so I'm grabbing the additional reward types. If you're missing some, you can drop these. We'll grab some influence pack size. Again, more Elva stuff. This is the mandatory Blight node. Otherwise, you might as well not use Blights. I'm picking up the free Harbinger and the free Shrine, making our Harbingers better, faster, with more monsters, making our breaches faster with more monsters, and the additional Shrine buff effect, as well as getting us a random Shrine effect when we click our Shrine, and then having our Shrines guarded by extra monsters. Taking all of the quantity around the middle, as well as the quant and rarity here. Eater of Worlds we're going to be using, so we want extra Eater of World altars, and then I chose the extra influence pack size as well. Super nice, super easy, right? I will have this in an Imgur image linked down in the description as well. So now, into how much money that this strategy made. It costs 1,937 chaos for all the supplies. This is the Scarabs, all of the Sextants, and I bought all of these in bulk as well, so I paid a little bit extra, as well as rolling the maps and sometimes rolling the maps again, as well as buying them, plus the Beyond cost, right? Everything's included except Elva missions, which you can't really price, but you can get Elva missions by doing other Elk and Ghost strategies like farming, Expedition Scarabs, alongside other things and stuff like that. All right, but anyways, that's the cost. And we made 6,200 chaos yesterday in 20 maps. So 4,263. That means every single map I ran, I made 213 chaos profit. And as exalts, that's about 1.65. Now, where did all this money come from? You might be asking yourself, simulacrums are crashing. How is he getting this money? It must be fake. In before nerfed. Most of it's coming from the divine orbs, because divines are actually pretty valuable now that the league is going on and people are getting mirror worthy things that they want to divine and all that stuff, right? 7C each, and I got 200 of them in 20 maps. That means every map I got, what is it, like 11 of these? It's pretty nuts. Pretty nuts for divine orbs. Simulacrums, we got 17. I only started doing the blight thing like, a little more halfway through the maps that I had. So I wasn't getting a full like 290 to 300 every time. But 17, that is really good. And when you use the blight scarabs, you get so many more splinters. You're killing so many more monsters. I really do recommend it over Abyss now. The patience, we got 39 patience over 20 maps. So 40 over 20, we got about 2 patience every single map. That's really good, right? According to PoE Ninja, patients are selling for 25C, but really, you should be saving your patients up to turn them into nurses and eventually into a doctor card, which would give your patients about 30 chaos each value. That is pretty nice. I got some raw exalts to drop. That'll happen when you're farming juicy stuff. That's pretty sick. And we got some exalted shards as well. 47 awakened sextants, 150 chaos, lots of other things. The promenades, some of these are going to be corrupted. All the maps in total, if we take them out, takes out like 300 something chaos. And so in the end, if we want to take all the maps out, 4,263 minus 325, right? Let's say we don't get anything from the maps. We're still making 196 chaos every single map, which means we're still making 1.5x profit, right? Even if we cut a little bit of the fat off, we're still making 1.5 exalts because the vast majority of it is super easy to sell things, right? And your divines, if you want to sell them quick, list them for 7C. I'm sure you'll get some instant PMs. Anyways, I'll catch you guys on the live stream. I'm doing this one last time today. So if you want to catch me live, come and see the loot. It's not fake. It's real. All right. The 300 splinter drops are real. I'll catch you guys later though. All right. Bye. Like and sub.